네, 안녕하세요. 빨리 내일 거를 읽고 가도록 하겠습니다. 네, 오늘은 야외에서 읽을게요. 자, 읽기 시작하겠습니다. 201쪽 맨 마지막 부분부터. My father moved to my mother and put his arms around her. Lynn looked peaceful, even beautiful, but slightly off. Her eyes were not quite closed all the way, and her mouth hung open a bit. My mother suddenly got up and held a mirror to Lynn's nose, apparently hoping to see a fog of breath on the mirror, but the mirror stayed clear. Who was with her? I said. My father's voice broke as he said, Nobody. That cut hard into me. I wished so badly that I had gone out. I had not gone out. I should have known better. I should have. I could not imagine what dying must have felt like for her. I had no idea whether it mattered or not to her that she had been alone at the exact moment she died. But I thought maybe it did matter. Then there was a frenzy of activity as my parents got ready for the funeral. Though I had hardly slept, I couldn't sleep anymore that day. The lack of sleep, coupled with Leanie's death, made the world surreal. All day people came and went, and I kept hearing some of them call Lean the body. Finally, I shouted at one of them, "Stop calling her that!" After that, everyone only whispered around me, but I couldn't hear what they were saying. My mother didn't want to throw away anything that had existed while Lynn was still alive. Before Lynn's body was taken away, my mother had me cut my sister's fingernails and even her toenails and placed them in an envelope. She asked me to gather Lynn's things that lay around that house, and she wanted me to make a pile of any newspapers I could find from before Lynn died, so she could always remember what was going on in the world when Lynn passed. In the afternoon, I walked in the bathroom and found my mother examining hairs she found on the floor so that she could save those hairs she determined to belong to Lynn. Finally, my mother had me go outside and search through the garbage. She wanted to make sure there was nothing regarding Lynn that she'd have saved. I went outside and took a bag out of our can. I poured the can contents onto the driveway. I saw a neighbor watching, but I didn't care. The sun was warm on my back, but instead of feeling like complaining, I felt my mother's fervor. I felt it was very important to find leany items. There were maggots in the bag. They didn't bother me because I had a mission. The first bag was full of treasures, a paper with a scribble I recognized as Lynn's, a newspaper from a week ago, and a pencil Lynn had chewed. I searched through 3 bags full of such precious items. Before they came for Lynn, I cut off a lock of my hair and placed it in the pocket of her pajamas. But I remembered she would wear something different than her pajamas for the cremation. So I tied the lock of my hair around her neck. Then when Lynn was gone, I lay on her bed and cried. After I cried a while, I started to feel angry. I didn't understand why the doctor who came to make sure Lynn was dead was one of the same doctors who had been taking care of her. If he was such a good doctor, then why did she die? And I thought maybe the doctor was mistaken, my parents were mistaken, and now they had taken Lynn away when she still possessed a small spark of life in her. 네, 잘 읽었습니다. 밖에서 읽느라고 제 모습을 보지 못하고 그냥 읽었네요. 내일 할 부분은 다 읽었고요. 몇 개 발음이 좀 어려운 게 있어서 제가 이제 내일 공유를 해보도록 하겠습니다. 그럼 또 내일 만나요. 뿅, 바이. 앤